Hey guys, I promised you I would do a gear review of everything I'm taking with me on my Pacific Crest Trail hike this year. Allie decided she had to be part of the video, so here she is. So I'm going to start with the big things. The first most important thing is my pack. This is a Mariposa pack. It's made by Gossamer Gear, and we'll kind of go over details of it on another video, but I love it. All the pockets, plenty of room for everything I need. Even when I go into this year's and I need to bring extra stuff, more than enough room in this pack. It's not waterproof, but I'm going to line it with a trash compactor bag, and then any of these things that are important to keep dry stay in a waterproof bag. Next most important thing is my sleeping bag. This is what I love. This is a Enlightened Equipment Revelation. It's actually more of a quilt than a mummy bag, and we'll go over that another time. But it's a 10-degree quilt. It's very, very warm. I've tested it a couple times. I intend to not be cold on this hike. The pad I'm going to keep underneath it is this Z-Rest. It's super light. It is a small size, and this thing will never pop or deflate. It is going to keep me warm from the cold ground underneath. And then, because I'm a big wuss and my shoulders hurt sometimes, I'm also bringing my little Z-Rest Neo Light. I forgot the name of this thing. But this is an awesome little sleeping pad. It only comes down to about above my knees, so it's not going to insulate me that well. I used it on my John Muir Trail and I was cold. Therefore, I'm also going to bring this to go underneath it. I like the combination because if this does pop, at least I have this. I learned the hard way on a hike a couple months ago that if your air pad pops in the middle of the night, you're going to be cold and you're not going to get up to fix it in the middle of the night. The other huge thing that I love is my new tent. I was so excited about this. This is a Z-Pax Soloplex. It actually weighs just about a pound, and it goes up with the help of my trekking poles, and I splurged on these ultralight carbon tent stakes. They are super light, love them. To go with my sleep system, my tent, my bag, I also have bought a extra down hood because my bag does not have a hood on it, and these are awesome little down booties that I can wear so I don't get cold. At night, when I sleep, I have dedicated sleep clothes, which is a pair of merino wool long johns and a mid-weight merino wool hoodie. If you don't know merino wool, it is the best. It is comfortable, it's warm, it keeps you warm even if it does get a little bit wet. I'm going to try not to do anything but sleep in these, and hopefully we can keep them clean for sleeping. I also brought one dedicated pair of socks, nice thick. These are Wigwam Silk and Merino socks. I love these socks. Those are just for sleeping. Excuse me, Allie. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to hike in the pants that I'm wearing, or I might try hiking in these Nike compression shorts. Definitely bringing this hat. I wear it all the time. I can't stand the sun. The other items I have is, this is a extremely lightweight, very cheap wind shirt, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this. I'm not sure if I'll keep it the whole trip, but we're going to try for now. And my rain gear, I will have my ultralight rain pants, really not that light, but they're 6 ounces, and then I decided to go with a heavier, more bomb-proof rain jacket. This is the Columbia OutDry X. It's kind of a new technology, guaranteed not to wet out. It does have pit zips and a lot of ventilation, so hopefully it's not going to be too hot to hike in, and hopefully you don't have to use it too much. I may change out for a lighter weight rain jacket, but I have been in some rainstorms, and a lot of these lighter weight jackets, you get wet through them. They wet out, and I just didn't want to deal with that. So my other insulating layer is going to be the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer. I bought this one on super sale because it's kind of a color that didn't work out so well. It doesn't have a hood. I really wanted a hood, but I figure worst case, I'm only really going to be wearing that around camp. You really don't want to hike in your down because you don't want to get it sweaty or wet. Very important to keep that dry. I can always add the hood from my sleep system around camp wearing my jacket. The other things to keep me warm, I have this wonderful merino wool buff. Love that thing. I bought an alpaca beanie, which is supposed to be twice as warm for the weight as wool, but it wasn't super windproof around my ears, so I added this windproof ear headband super warm thing, which I love. It would be great too. I can use it as a sleep mask at night if I need to. One bandana, millions of uses for this. And then really that's it as far as clothing. We're not going to bring a big extra set of clothing. I know that sounds crazy for you. The only extras we have one extra pair of underwear. That means you can wear one, wash one, and one extra pair of merino wool socks. Wear one, wash one. I also am bringing these calf compression sleeves. I have had problems with shin splints before, and these are awesome. I used them on my John Muir hike, had no problems. Next thing is our water system. So water, we're going to use this. This is a Sawyer squeeze. It's a regular size. You screw it onto either a water bladder or a smart water bottle, and you can squeeze the water right through it, and it filters out all the bad stuff. We'll also bring a backup, probably Aquamira drops, or maybe just a little tiny dropper of bleach, just in case we lose this, it breaks. You can't let these freeze, so that's important. So we have these 2-liter bladders. They don't weigh much. These are going to be for the times when we need to carry a lot of water, either through the desert or there's a couple of places in Northern California you have to carry water a long way. Normally we'll carry these smart water bottles, way better than anything you can buy. They are indestructible, and I love the shape of them. They fit nicely in the side pocket of my backpack. And then I'll have one. I used to always hike with a bladder with a hose system, and I don't really love it. You can't tell how much water is in there. It's a pain to fill when it's in your backpack. But I know if I don't have the hose, I don't drink as much. So I kind of made my own and figured out how to buy a cheaper, smaller hose and modified the top of this smart water bottle so that it fits down in there. So I'll just fill this up. It only adds about 1.5 ounces versus the water bladders, which add up to 6 ounces. So pretty happy with that little gizmo there. We also have our lights. This is an awesome little solar light. I love this thing. Oops. And we'll be using it along with our headlamp. This is the Black Diamond Revolt. I like this because I can charge it up off of a battery. I don't have to keep batteries with me. It's got a little USB rechargeable port. This here is our entire kitchen. In here is our little pot. This is an insulating koozie that goes around it, gas, the little stove, and a lighter. And we'll go over that in a little bit. The other big things are, I'm going to carry this little pocket knife in my pocket. I like it because it's got a longer blade. It doesn't weigh very much, and I like having one kind of always connected to me in my pocket. This little one is the Leatherman, what do they call it? Leatherman Stylus C2. I love this thing. It's got everything you need as a tiny backpacker. It's got a little pair of scissors. It's got a little blade. It's got a pair of tweezers. It's got a nail file. Perfect. I use little scissors in this all the time for a million different things. This is my way too heavy bag of electronics. We'll go through all this stuff in another video. It's got a battery, it's got extra camera batteries, it's got chargers, it's got a charger cube, it's got all the cables for charging everything up. This is my giant junk drawer, which has got my medical kit, repair kit, little hygiene kit. Right now my journal and some stuff to draw with are in here. A little bit of string. We'll go through all this, but this, I wish I didn't have all this. But I can't convince myself to get rid of any of it. food bag. This is what we're gonna keep our food in. This is great. I got it at the dollar store. It's perfect. Plenty of room for food. It's got a drawstring. If I need to, I can hang it up. Let's see, a few other items that we have are, this is great. This is a teeny tiny reflective umbrella. I can use it when I'm hiking to keep the sun off of me in the desert, and I can use it to keep the rain off of me when I get into rainy season. It's only 6 ounces. It's like nothing. My camera, this is a great camera. I decided not to use just my smartphone, which is not showing here because we're recording on it. This little camera takes great pictures, and I decided the quality of the pictures was way worth the wait. And I also can use it to record video, and it also does time lapses, which is neat. This is a little pocket I'm going to keep it in, and I'm going to figure out a way to hook this to the waistband of my pack. Super duper majorly important for me. My eyes cannot handle the sun, so thank you, Maui Jim. These are the most amazing glasses ever, and I cannot believe, I'm telling you, if you have to buy sunglasses, Maui Jim is great. They've replaced these now for twice now for me, because we all know I'm hard on my stuff if I don't lose it. And for everybody's peace of mind, this is a very important piece of gear. This is my InReach Explorer. It's Delorme, which was just bought out by Garmin. Basically, this is my SOS thing, but the best thing about it is it's also a satellite communicator. I can send and receive texts on this, and I'm going to hook this up to my Facebook, and every night I can send out where I'm at. Alright, we'll give you some more details on some of the little stuff, and that's what's in my pack. We'll show you what it looks like all packed up. Stop grooming. Hey, no grooming on video. So there you go. That's our pack. It all fits. Keep the tent on the outside here. I've got a ground cloth here. I forgot to mention that. Water here, and my water filter and stuff here. My umbrella fits out here. A little solar light stays there. We got a great little pocket for our cell phone / camera. And yeah, it's a great pack. Can't wait to go hike. What do you think, Allie? Give me. I think we're ready to go hike.